Really?
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. We just moved everybody around so you can't yell in my ear anymore. So first question, did you check your bank account? Oh wow. How much was each meal supposed to be? Well, that's good.
Hey, Ty, bring the ball up, go for speed. That would be your passing.
The revenge of the $47 fish and chips. All right, should we do a sound check? All right. And testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3 from Preston Gym. Preston and Burley coming up. Sounds good. Well, the third quarter is just about to end, so I'll call you back here in just a little bit. All right, see you. Bye. I got it beforehand. I built my sheet. I was going to roster 3 or 4 days. This is your countdown for the Preston Indians pregame show. Pregame in 30 seconds from Mark. As we'll have a good game today, hopefully. And pregame show will start in 15 seconds from Mark. Pregame in 10 seconds from Mark. Have a good game. Pre-game show in 5 seconds from Mark. This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we welcome you inside Preston Gym, as tonight the Preston Indians will play host to the Burley Bobcats. Dan Hubbard, along with Lyle Fuller. Our stage manager tonight is Dawn Hubbard, and John Beverly is back in the studio at KACH as our studio coordinator tonight as we welcome you in to tonight's broadcast. For the Indians, 2-0 on the year. Nice win a couple of nights ago over Mountain View, and of course they opened the season with a win over Twin Falls. The Bobcats come in 0-2 on the year after losing last night in a game at Canyon Springs. Canyon Ridge, you're right. I always get that confused as they were over in Twin Falls.
There's a lot of ridges and a lot of springs in Utah and Idaho high schools.
Exactly. As they lost last night to Canyon Ridge over in Twin Falls, and then make the trip over here for tonight. So the Indians look to go 3-0 on the season, as there's 50 seconds left in the JV game, and they have about 9-point lead over the JVs of the Bobcats. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll get into the scene set for tonight's game, talk about some of the news and notes tonight's game, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Good deeds done daily. Find out how they can help you at 208-852-5700. We'll be right back on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too, by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
All right, the JV game just ends, and they win by 7, 50-43. Welcome back here to Preston Gym. Time for the scene set for tonight's game. Brought to you by Ultimate Power Sports. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports on State Street at the north end of the city of Preston. Lyle, a good win the other night for the boys as they knock off Mountain View in the first ever meeting between the two schools as they win 66-47.
Yeah, great win against, I think, the biggest high school in Idaho enrollment-wise out of the Boise area. Coach Nettleton runs a great program there, and they're typically battling for a state berth from their district. So you got to like that. Mountain View left here and went down to Utah and played Westfield, Utah, who we play later in the season.
Mm-hmm.
Took a spanking from Westfield, but then on their way back home today, I saw that they did pick up a win against Canyon Ridge. So they go 1 for 2 on their trip. But, yeah, good win over a good program there from Boise. And, you like to go 2-0 and go into Game 3 here at the homestand.
In that game against the Mavericks the other night, Preston was made 6 3-pointers in the game. They were 7 of 13 from the free throw line. Cruz Harris led all scorers in the game with 22 points. He also grabbed 8 rebounds. Kason Bryce had a couple of acrobatic dunks, made a couple of 3-pointers, and finished with 14 points overall. Trip Beckstead also added 12, and Reggie Larson drilled a pair of shots from deep, and he finished the game with 12 points as well.
Yeah, pretty good balanced scoring, and right there in the mid-60s, and Preston likes to get in that scoring range up and down, and I think you'll probably see that again here tonight with the Burley Bobcats coming to town.
Yeah, you mentioned Canyon Ridge. The Burley lost to them last night by 12, 70-58, as they are now 0-2 on this young season. Preston's kind of had their way with them over the last few years. If you go back all the way back to 2005, Preston has beaten Burley 27 of 41 times. They've also beaten them 15 in a row and 21 out of the last 22.
Yeah, that's really a remarkable streak. So our fans will remember playing Burley in one of the state championship games here on the great run that Tyler Jones's teams went on, and several years ago. And great program. They've had a lot of success. They've been a little down lately, though. And I had not been aware of 15 in a row. That's remarkable against a program that's traditionally a real quality basketball program like Burley.
That goes back to when they still had probably their best player they've had in the last 10 years when Jace Whiting was still running the court for the boys.
Yeah, Jace Whiting, an all-state, first-team all-state guy. Of course, went to play for Boise State, has since transferred to UNLV. But, he was an outstanding player, and they've had some real good talent come through there in that Burley program.
They most certainly have. Well, we'll squeeze in a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have more here on the pregame show as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in the industrial construction and support services since 1982. We have the crews and equipment for hydro excavation, dirt and equipment hauling, as well as produced and potable water hauling. We also offer septic tank cleaning services, portable toilets, and roll-off dumpster rentals for facility shutdowns, on location or for your next outdoor event. Call us today to discuss how we can help with your next project. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
The pregame coaches show is brought to you by Elisa Benson, North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah. Well, we do not have an interview with Coach Jones tonight. We wanted to remember our sponsor, Lisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho, anyway, here in the pregame show. Remember, when she is your trusted real estate advisor when you have when you're in a time where you need to put for sale your commercial or real estate property, or you're interested in buying some as well. Contact Lisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah. Preston has really had their way with the Burley team over the last few years, like we talked about a moment ago. How do you get your team up for a game like this?
Well, I think, you just have to make it be part of the overall picture of the climb to get better and look at, obviously it's a new season. These are different kids, and you haven't beat this team 15 times in a row. These are different kids. So,
right.
You have to look at it as every time we step on the floor, we have an opportunity to compete and get better regardless of our opponent. And there's certainly things to work on, with every team, but our team obviously too in the early going. And those things the coaches will be looking for, are we boxing out? Are we moving our feet on defense? Are we doing all those little things that will help us get better and build towards something towards the end of the season?
We'll take a time out again. We'll come back and we'll still visit with our Preston Outstanding students and look at other games being played around the area tonight. We'll do that as we continue right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty, Idaho, and North Realty, Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
The standout students of Preston High School are brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. And welcome back to the pregame show. It's time once again to sit down and talk to two more of Preston's outstanding students. Joining us on the show today is Chase Boswick and Bibini Knapp, a couple of two more great students here at Preston High School. First of all, Chase, thanks for taking a few minutes to come down and join us.
Yeah, thanks. It's really nice being here, and I'm glad you're kind of showing off all the I'm losing it. Showing off the students who really focus on their education and do all the education clubs and stuff. It's really awesome. That's very good.
And our other guest today is Bibini Knapp. Good to see you again.
Thanks. Yeah, it's super cool that you're focusing on clubs and stuff. We don't get to see a ton of those, so I think that's really cool.
All right, Chase. Let's start with you. Let's talk about. What year are you, first of all, here at Preston?
I'm a senior, so my last year, and it's pretty exciting.
How has things gone here over the last 3+ years now?
To be honest, it's all mostly felt the same these last 3 years, but it's been really fun to be here, and I've definitely learned a ton. And yeah, being a senior is great.
What have you? Excuse me for putting it on the spot. What have your grades been like here over the years?
I've kept a 4.0 for the first 3 years. This semester, I'm planning to keep that. I do have some grades to get up, but planning to keep my 4.
Very good. And Bibini Knapp, let's so you're not a senior. That I know. You're let me guess. You're a sophomore this year. Is that right?
No, I'm a junior this year.
Sorry, I missed one.
You're good.
How was things going for you?
It's pretty good. This year has been definitely a step up because it's like getting into college classes and stuff. So definitely a step up, but it's still been super fun.
But you are slowed a little bit as you had a little bit of an injury here getting ready for volleyball season this year.
Yeah, I did. I tore my ACL in both meniscuses, so a bit of a step back in sports career, but it's gotten me to focus on other activities, and been able to help around the volleyball team has been really super fun.
So in your first couple of years, how's things gone here at Preston? What have your grades been like?
I've had 4.0 my both years, but yeah, there's just like getting them up or fun. I guess, I don't know, get the work in and stuff. It's super fun here. It's changed. Like, we got a ton of new teachers this year, which means we can get some new classes and new insights, which is super cool.
Now, I was told by a little birdie named Mr. Sabo that you guys are also involved in some pretty fun stuff. You Chase, you're involved in some interesting activities and some great clubs here around campus.
Yeah, so I'm in BPA, which stands for Business Professionals of America, and they do like really awesome stuff. We go compete at district, and then usually we go to state. Most of us go to state. And we actually have a new business teacher this year who like owns a business. So it's super awesome having him help us with all this business stuff, considering he's actually had a business, and he's really pushing the club forward. And I think it's going to be a great year this year.
You were mentioning something about drones?
Yeah, so there's a new class at the school. It's called, let me think. It's like not applied mathematics. Discrete math is what they call it. But it has to do with like aviation and drones and that kind of stuff. And we actually get to go fly them and learn about like how to fly drones, record stuff with them. And I think later in the year we're going to learn how to like fly them using like code and stuff, I believe. But yeah, Mrs. Sorensen teaches that, and she's planning, or I don't know if she's planning, but she was kind of talking about making a drone club, which I think would be really cool.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be a lot of fun. And for Bimini, an athlete, volleyball players we just mentioned, you're part of the State Leadership Council for sports over the state of Idaho.
I am. So they have the IHSAA SAC, which is like a student advisory council for the athletics. And it's super cool because we get to like meet together, or we go do like Zoom classes or stuff for people that actually are in like the SAC and all over the state, like other athletes and other captains of different grades and stuff. It's usually like junior and seniors, so you can like get a ton of insights. It's super cool. We're actually putting together a fall and a spring a summit that we can like, we've put together for our district, that we can like get like 80s and them, and we're like bringing them together with like students so that we can learn different things and kind of spread like leadership. And I think that's super cool that we get to kind of teach people and put that together to kind of meet people all around the state.
Are you involved also with here on campus part of the the sportsmanship committee thing that they have?
You mean one team, like the thing that Zabo runs, like the one? Yeah, I am also a part of that. Yes, it's super cool. It's kind of different, but it is super cool. Both of them are very like sports centered, and to make our school better by making the athletes more involved in school, and like being able to see how that kind of helps the school, because like our school specifically is very centered on like, there's a ton of different things we can do, but like we have a lot of sports and like a lot of athletes in our school. So I feel that is like, if we fix like the leadership and stuff with our athletes, we can also fix up with our school.
Interesting. It's time to take a little look down the road. What's going to lie in your future for both of you? We'll start here with Bimini. What do you see coming up as a career? What do you see in your future after you're done here at Preston High School?
I really want to go on to college, maybe play some volleyball, but I've always kind of been excited and interested in forensic science, or like go into like the FBI and stuff like that. I think that would be super cool. Go into like law enforcement stuff. That has always been an interest of mine, but yeah.
Any ideas where you might want to go to school?
No, I either am looking at like going up to Utah Tech, like Dixie area. I think that would be super fun, or being able to like, if like where I'm staying around here, I want to go live with my sister and go to like ISU.
Very good. Chase, what about you? What's down the road here? You're the senior in the group here. What lies in your future?
I plan on going to college. It's either between USU or ISU for me. I want to like go into engineering and business. My brother is in USU right now, and he's doing engineering, and he kind of shows me like some of the stuff he works on and like some of the assignments he has where he gets to like engineer and design stuff, and I find that really cool. But I also really like ISU's mechanic stuff up there with cars. They have a really good mechanic shop and stuff like that, and I don't want to be a car mechanic, but I think it would be really cool to take as like a minor and learn how to be like a hobby mechanic. And yeah.
Interesting. Well, you two have definitely brought a new light to what the students are doing here. I'm not to say that what the other students aren't interesting, want to be teachers. Several of them want to get into medicine, but you guys have certainly brought some new ideas into the future of Preston athletes, and want to thank you for taking a few minutes. Chase, thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
And Bibini, you as well.
Thank you so much.
That's Chase Boswick and Bibini Knapp, two more of the outstanding students here at Preston High School.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
When you are looking for
And welcome back to Preston Gym and the pregame show as the Preston boys get ready to take on the Burley Bobcats here tonight, renewing an old rivalry. But there are a number of games going on around the area today, so let's take a look at some of the other action happening. Westside is at home tonight as they'll be playing host to Marsh Valley. It'll be Soda Springs going up against Parma. American Falls hits the road. They go to Aberdeen. Malad heads off to New Plymouth. Snake River goes to Filer. Teton will be at Bear Lake. Couple of games happening to the south of us. Twin Falls will be at Mountain Crest. That game going on in Providence at Utah. And Madison's on the road tonight as they'll be at Skyview. That game happening down at Skyview High School in Smithfield. Sugar Salem hits the road. They go to Kimberly. Declo will be at Melba. Mountain View continues their big eastern road trip as they'll be at Canyon Ridge tonight. Homedale goes to Gooding. Buell will be at Fruitland, and American Heritage will take on North Gym. Now, there are a couple of tournaments going on involving some local teams there on this Saturday as well. The Cary Holiday Tournament, that's where you'll find Butte County and Wood River playing this weekend. And the Corner Canyon Tournament going on down in Draper, Utah. That's where Meridian and Rocky Mountain will be playing. Here in Preston Gym, of course, it is the Preston Indians looking to go to 3-0 to start the season as they play host to the Burley Bobcats. We'll have the starting lineups, the opening tip, and we'll meet the Preston Indians coming back after this timeout on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Stay with us.
In a world. Ready?
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com. Offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services. We are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, It's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title. Land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. This broadcast is made possible through an agreement between Preston Broadcasting, LLC and Preston High School, and is a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC. This game is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or reproduction of this broadcast without express written permission of Old West Media is strictly prohibited. And welcome back to Preston Gym as the Preston Indians get ready to take on the Burley Bobcats. Little boys basketball for you here on this Saturday in what, Lyle, is the end of what has been a very busy opening week of the season for the Indians.
Yeah, 3 games in the first week. I don't know if we've seen that much lately anyways.
He kind of changed it from the last year. He's got 3 games this week. He's got 3 games next week, and then the tournament.
And then the tournament, yeah, 3 games in the Preston Indian Classic.
So he's going to get a little busy here over the next couple of weeks. Starters tonight for Burley. Cove Thompson, the 5'7" junior, will start tonight. It'll also be Jake Seeley, who will get a start this evening as well. Aiden Gonzalez, a 6'1" senior, will get a start. Big guy, Tegan Schreider, 6'4" junior, will start tonight for the Bobcats as well. As we try to get the lights turned on and as they turn the lights off on us, as we'll also get a Nash Gillette, who is a 6'1" junior who had a big game the other night.
Yeah, from what I understand, he had a 27-point, 13-rebound effort the other night. That's certainly great numbers for the junior wing.
Starters tonight for the Indians, the 6'6" junior Trip Beckstead will start tonight. Jake Larson, 6'5" senior. Jake Schumann, a 6'4" junior. And the end of that big trio down low is Cruz Harris, a 6'4" senior. And the guy outside with all the hops, that of course is Kason Bryce, 6' junior, is the point guard. You got to watch him though, because if you let him get out and run the floor, and he will put on a show, slam dunk wise.
Yeah, he'll get way up in the air if you let him on a fast break.
Turn the light off now. We're ready to play a little basketball as the officials come and put their jackets down in front of us.
Yeah. So it looks like, Dan, they start 4 juniors and a senior, so fairly young Burley team here. At least based on just the starting 5. Preston would have a bit of a size advantage I'm sure they'll look to take advantage of.
Yeah, I think so. Starting lineups tonight brought to you by Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Waiting for the Indians to make their way out on the court as they finally break the huddle and head back out onto the court, as it'll be Larson to jump center here tonight for the Indians, as he'll go up against Tegan Schreider. Both about 6'4", as Larson steals the tap on the way up as they let it go, and Preston has the ball to start the game.
Yeah, Larson went up and just snatched it out of the air. Now
get to Harris, top of the key, turns, gives it back, going to the basket. There is Schumann. His little layup is no good, and the rebound comes off to the Bobcats. Preston wearing their white tops and bottoms, going from right to left across your radio dial here in the first half. As it comes over, Gillette looks at the three and hits it.
Yeah, they set a double screen for Gillette coming off right at first play of the game. Jake Schumann couldn't quite get around it to put a hand in his face.
So Nash Gillette hits a three to open the game. As down low is a shot there put up by Harris, no good. Gets his own rebound though. Triple team in a sea of black shirts, puts it back up, no good. Gillette grabbed to grab the rebound, and he'll bring it back up the floor. Wow, they really collapsed on Harris as Nash pulls up from about 14. That's no good. As the rebound goes off to Beckstead, they bring it back up the floor. Schumann again gets it down on the block to Larson, and they're going to hold Reggie on the way in, as it'll be a foul here against Burley, and the ball will be out of bounds, as the foul is going to go against Cove Thompson. That'll be his first, team's first.
Indians have 3 shots right in the paint. None of them have fallen, so Burley up 3-0.
Ball comes into Harris at the right block, trying to muscle his way in there and able to put it up and off the glass as Cruz gets his team on the board. So 3-2, Burley on top, trying to break what has become a dominant string of games against the Indians, or I should say for the Indians, against them. As Seeley works it back over, Gonzalez has it over on the left wing. They get it back to Gillette, as he'll work it back up top again, back to Seeley. Seeley back to Thompson. Thompson will give it back to Gonzalez. Shot clock running down. They shoot it with 6. It's an air ball down low. Thompson able to grab the rebound and put it back in.
Yeah, smallest guy on the floor grabs the rebound right under the rim there. Oh, there's a three-pointer for Trip Beckstead. No good.
That's no good. Rebounds off. They kick it back out. Whoa, nice hands there by Seeley to take it away. Took it away from Reggie Larson. Able to get it back up the floor. Gonzalez looks at the three. He doesn't take it. Now he wants to drive. Goes around Harris for the layup. Basket. And just that quick, Tyler Jones wants a timeout. Just over 2 minutes gone here in the first half. And Burley jumps out to a 7-2 lead here in the first quarter, as we'll be back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm, and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Come back after the timeout. Ball belongs to the Indians. Both sides stay with the starting 5, just 2.5 minutes into the game. Bryce down low. Harris. Again, they try to collapse on him, but again, it's Cruz. Works his way down to the block and gets the easy layup.
Yeah, on the switch, he had a much smaller guy on him. Easy basket for Cruz.
7-4 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. They knock it away. They take it away. They try to get it to Schumann, but however, the Bobcats able to get it right back. Driving, kicking off in the corner, swing it all the way around. Top of the key, back to Gonzalez. He goes down the butt down the sideline as the pass there taken away again by Schumann. Again, here come the Indians. Bryce has got a 3 from the left corner. That's no good. Larson up high to grab the rebound. Back outside to Harris. Wanted the 3. Said he'll take it, and a holding penalty as he tries to go around one man. As he tried to go around Jake Seeley, and Seeley draws the foul, his first, team second.
I liked how Cruz had an open three, but thought, I have an advantage inside. I'm going to drive that ball.
Sager Lynch comes in for their first replacement. He'll replace Tegan Schreider, who goes to the bench. Preston trails 7-4. Not quite halfway through the quarter. Schumann holds it, free throw line extended right to Beckstead. Now back to Larson. 3. That's no good. Bryce fights for the rebound down low as he and who was that? Thompson got tied up. Thompson stepped out of bounds. So the ball will stay with the Indians. Schumann will trigger it into Beckstead. Wants to drive down the middle. Bumps into one man. Kicks it off. Gives it to Harris. Come around the screen. Now set by Beckstead. Harris now wants to drive again. And that'll be another reach-in foul. As this is going to go against, I believe that's against Lynch. Just checking into the game, and it will.
Yeah, 32 Sager Lynch. Yeah, 6'2 senior.
So that's 3 quick fouls here against Burley. And we're still not quite halfway through the quarter. Back outside as that is Bryce. That's no good. As they don't have the outside touch they had early the other night against the Mountain View.
Yeah, Indians 0 for 4 from 3 here in the early going. Now a little pressure from the Indians on the full court.
They create a little rhythm for themselves by running around and breaking that sweat a little bit better. Seeley in the front court, lay it off. It goes to Thompson. 14-footer, needs a bounce, won't get it. There's Beckstead up high to grab the rebound. Give it off to Larson. They bring the ball in a hurry back up the floor. Give it to Schumann over on the right side. He goes around a man. His little bank shot is no good. There's Harris for the rebound. Beckstead looks at a 3. Good. Trip Beckstead with the first three of the night for the Indians, and we're tied at 7. Back out top as it comes to Gillette. Gillette will give it back over to Thompson. Look out. Wide open backdoor rolls. Gillette has an easy layup.
Yeah, there was just a blown assignment. He was completely alone under there.
So here come the Indians now down by 2 as Harris has it again at the right block. They run into him trying to play defense as Lynch tried to keep him away from the basket. Harris got a little reverse layup but couldn't get it to go down. Quickly up the floor. Here comes Thompson again. Back to the top of the key, back to Gonzalez. They go back to Thompson as the two players switch spots. Now they look over on the right side. Left side rather, and that's where you find Seeley. Tries to drive, lay it off, down low, give it to the big man Lynch. That's no good. Tapped out of there by Bryce. Instead, they go for a 3 from the far side. That's no good. Lynch again, no good. As Beckstead with the rebound, but there's Nash Gillette with the rebound on the foul on the rebound. He looks at the officials and goes, "What? Who? Me?"
Yeah, I liked how Beckstead was up high with both hands to corral that rebound.
That's 4 fouls on Burley. Preston has yet to been called for one, so Burley's out of fouls with 2:37 remaining here in the quarter. 9-7, Bobcats on top. As Harris rolls to the basket and can't get it to go down, but he's fouled.
He's talking to himself saying, why won't one of those go down?
Exactly.
But he'll get a trip to the free throw line out of it.
Look at it again on the replay as Harris rolls to the basket and just can't get it to go down. Back with you live as Harris is at the basket. Lynch picks up his second foul, and the first shot by Harris is no good. Tucker Alve into the game. A 6'4 senior into the game here for Burley. As Harris will go try to shoot the second free throw here and see if they can make it. As Parker Galloway comes in here for the Indians. As Trip Beckstead will go to the bench. Harris's second. Missed them both. Hey, what? Nothing is falling here early on for the Indians.
Yeah, right.
9-7 the score stays with Burley on top by a deuce. As they come way up to set the high post. As they give it off to Reeder just into the game. Jake Reeder in 15 in black. Pull up, three-pointer. That's no good. And a fight for the rebound inside. As
They're going to get Bryce on
They're
the
going to
rebound.
call Bryce
player control foul there on the rebound.
Case and Bryce, but they had 3 black jerseys just flying in and trying to jump over guys. It'll stay with Jake Reeder. Will bring it in baseline front court here. That's the first foul against the Indians here in the quarter. Good hands by Bryce to knock that away before it can reach its intended target with 2:04 left. 9-7 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard, and Burley wants a timeout before we go any further here as well. So 9-7 the first quarter of tonight's game, brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. We're back right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Canyon Creek Dental. With offices in Preston and Grace, they'll give you the smile that you can be proud of. It's Canyon Creek Dental. So they get it in. 2 minutes to play here in the quarter. Burley has the ball after the timeout. Seeley backs the ball out, now tries to drive. Good hands by Bryce to reach in and take it away. Here come the Indians again back the other way. Try to get it ahead to Galloway. He'll bounce it back out to Bryce, swing it all the way across court. Larson for 3. That's no. As again, very up high is Gillette to snatch the rebound away from in front of Schumann.
Whoa.
As they throw it up the floor.
Wild pass.
It bounced off the rim, then bounced off something else, and now here comes Galloway, slam dunk.
Indians with numbers and converted it with a dunk that time.
3-pointer by Gillette. I think Galloway got a piece of that.
Galloway got a piece
as it was touched underneath by the Indians. So Preston even now as it's 9-9. They've been outscored in one quarter in each game that they've played so far. So they've led in scoring in 6 of the 8 quarters. That one soft bounces on the rim a couple of times, and it falls in. Jake Redder gets his first 2 points of the game. As down low, Harris. Boy, it looked like foul going up. They didn't call anything, and now a foul on Cruz trying to grab the rebound.
Yeah, Cruz feeling some frustration here.
Certainly looked like Gillette had him by the arm as he tried to go up. But the officials right there didn't call anything.
Yeah. Coach Jones is kind of telling them, keep being strong in there, doing what you're doing.
1 minute left here in the opening quarter. Burley 11, Preston 9 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Try to get it down low. Good hands by Bryce. And then when the ball was loose, Alvey tried to reach down and pick it up. But as he reached down, he kept his balance by putting the foot back and stuck it out of bounds.
Yeah, that'll go back to Preston now. As you said, Beckstead in for Harris now.
So here's Schumann back up in the front court. Bryce down low, get it back to Larson. That shot no good. That's a tough rim down there for the Indians here in the first quarter tonight as they get it back up the floor. Pilling wants to drive, goes around his man, no good. Again taken down by Bryce with 24 seconds left to go in the quarter. Long lead pass is too long as Bryce tried to bounce it through the crowd as it goes untouched and it goes back over to Burley.
He was trying to do a long skip bounce pass to Galloway, but Galloway had stopped at the three-point line there.
All right, just 17 seconds left in the quarter. Shot clock is off. Seeley almost lost it. Get it back down low. Redder. That's no good. Rebounds off to Beckstead. 7 seconds to go in the quarter with 6, 5, all the way. Schumann for the layup. Schumann gets on the board and ties the game as we are even through the first 8 minutes of play. Preston 11, Burley 11 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. We'll go to the second coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston in Sports on KACH.
Hi, I am Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org. Moana continues its 3-week run this weekend at the Worm Creek, the Disney, new Disney movie, Moana 2.
Yeah, Moana 2. I've not seen that one, but I've seen the trailers. Looks entertaining.
We tried to go on Thanksgiving weekend. There wasn't a ticket to be had.
Wow.
So that's good news.
Yeah, good news.
So we start the second.
That's
a whistle.
carry,
Hold on. We got a carry as it was Jacoby Rowe just into the game, a sophomore, carried over on the dribble.
Yeah, high dribble that was a carry there.
So tied at 11 as we start the second. Preston gets their first possession. Larson up into the front court. See if the ball starts to fall a little bit, be better for them here in the second quarter. Beckstead gives it off to Larson. He's in the three-point area, gives it off to Harris, fakes the pass. Cruz goes right down the middle. Reverse layup is good. Cruz has got 6 already here early on, and Preston has the lead again. As Page sets up in the corner, takes a 3. That's no good. Long rebound comes back out to Harris. Cruz drives it up the floor, gives it to Beckstead. 14-footer from straight away is good.
Yeah, nobody picked up Beckstead. Alertly drives in and just knocks down the open jumper.
Preston now leads by 4. That's their biggest lead. That's taken away. Schumann's got that. He drives in all the way, lays it off. That's to Larson. That's a smart pass. Give it to Reggie for the layup. Timeout on the floor. 6 quick points for the Indians over 1 minute and 3 seconds of the quarter. And Burley needs a full timeout. 17-11 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard. The second quarter brought to you by Yardmaster. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
100% guarantee is a good thing, and that's what you get when you hire the professionals at Yardmaster Services. We help you get the yard of your dream with custom fertilization for grass, trees, and shrubs, spraying for weeds, and lawn aeration. We also help keep your sprinkler system in top shape with turn-on and turn-off services, including winterization and small repairs. We even eliminate the bugs in the lawn and around the house. Yardmaster, serving commercial and residential customers. Call Yardmaster Services today for a free quote.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Out of the timeout, quickly up the floor. Good break. They're run by Burley, and it's Jake Redder who gets a layup out of it.
Yeah, you said it, Dan. Good pressure by Preston, but better press break by Burley there and get a layup.
17-13. Preston still leads by 4. Down low to Harris, who's hammered by Alvey coming across.
Harris has drawn probably 3 or 4 fouls on the Bobcats, and it's a second trip to the foul line here.
So Cruz gets to go to the line again. He missed the first 2, his first time up there. See if he can make any of these to extend the lead, which is 5 points. Check that, 4 points for the Indians. First one by Harris, no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Flying S Title and Escrow. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving its customers for over 119 years. That's Flying S Title and Escrow right here in Preston. Cruz trying to break that 0 for 3 string on free throws and gets one to go down. He's got 7, and it's 18-13.
Indians back in their full court pressure here.
Redder gets it up to Pilling. Pilling, free throw line extended right. Now takes it more up to the top of the key. Hands it off there to Redder. Redder, a 13-footer from in the paint, gets it to fall.
Coach Jones was saying, we got to stop ball. Can't let a guy drive right in there and shoot a little floater on you.
18-15, Preston's lead is down to 3. It was 6 just moments ago. Lob it down in, but Alvey is 6'4", and he was fronting Harris, and then Cruz called for the foul, trying to get to the ball on the pass.
Yeah, you said when you're fronting, the defender's fronting you, sorry. Beck said he needed to put a little more arch on the ball, a little more loft on it, get it up over the defender and settle into Cruz's hands.
That's the first foul on Harris, first foul on the Indians here in the second quarter. And once again, they'll go full court pressure as they get the ball in as it comes to Redder. Redder up into the front court. He'll turn and take it away. It's taken away by Schumann. All along, here comes the dunk. Oh, he missed it. Took off just a little bit too quick.
Yeah, a little too far away.
Falling and sliding over midcourt. That's an over and back violation. As falling down was Rowe as he slid across the center line. When he put his feet back down in the back court, that's over and back. Cruz Harris comes back as Jake Schumann's going to go to the bench as pay his penance for missing the dunk.
Yeah, he had that one wide open, and I think, yeah, you said took off just a little too far away to get there and flush it down.
They hold it up top, comes to Harris, free throw line extended, left. Now back to the top of the key, spins, loses the ball, has to go back and get it. Now he'll drive down low, give it to Galloway. That's blocked on the reverse layup. Comes back outside to Beckstead. Back to Galloway, right corner three, good. Galloway hits a three.
Yeah, nice contribution in the first half here. 5 points off the bench for Galloway.
Lead is 6 again. A little scoop shot down low. That goes off the bottom of the rim for Gillette. Give it back to Bryce. Bring it up the floor. Here's Galloway. Lay it up and in. 4 quick points for Galloway, and Preston's lead is 8. 23-15 on the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard as Gonzalez takes it all the way. A little right-hand layup.
Yeah, good finish against Beckstead, who had his hands up.
23-17 now as Larson looks to drive, gets cut off, stands behind Harris's pick, and as they go off the rim and out of bounds, it'll go to Burley with 4:30 left here in quarter number 2. Second quarter tonight brought to you by Yardmaster. They can get you the yard of your dreams and all with a 100% guarantee. Call Yardmaster at 435-755-6827 for your free quote. So they get it back into the front court, comes back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez with 4 points here in the early going tonight. As they hold it there, bounce pass somehow finds its way to Gonzalez anyway, as they try to get it over in the corner to Seeley for a three, and it's too tall and out of bounds. So another turnover here against Burley. And Preston's lead remains 6 with 4:05 to play. Halfway through quarter number 2. Schumann to Bryce. Back to Schumann. Wanted to go around the screen. Instead, he gives it off to Larson. Now back to Schumann again on the angle right. Now back to Harris, angle left. Holds it up there. Comes to Larson. Back down low to Schumann. Bounce it down on the block. Back to Larson again. Little fall away jumper is good.
There we go. Good job taking advantage of the mismatch there.
Larson's got 4.
It's offensive.
Yeah, good call.
Or no, they called the carry. Interesting. He kind of lowered his shoulder. He's called him with the carry.
Either way, Preston gets the ball back, 25-17. Larson has...
I've got Larson with 4.
I got him with 4 as well. Yeah. For some reason, I wanted to say he had 6, but I knew that wasn't right.
Yeah, well,
Harris, lob it inside, comes to Larson. They try to now double team, triple team. A little jumper is short as it comes back out, back to Seeley. Pull up for a 3. That's off as the rebound comes off to Schumann, but not before Ben Pilling runs into his back. Pilling called for the foul. That'll be his first.
Indians continuing, Dan, to get the shots they want here right at the rim.
Just not falling.
Yeah, not too many falling.
I mean, their shooting percentage from in the paint is almost single digits.
Yeah, it's not great right now.
Here comes Schumann, top of the key. Larson looks at a three. That's no good. And it's going to go make its way out of bounds. As a matter of fact, their shooting from outside isn't much better at the moment either. Trip Beckstad's going to come back in as Galloway is going to come to the bench. Just under 3 minutes left here in quarter number 2. Preston's lead is 8. Remember, they're tied at the end of the first quarter at 11-11. Gillette takes it down, hands it off as he gives it to Thompson. Right down the paint, throws it around Harris, and a foul on Cruz is going to be his second. Cruz wanted to say something, looked over at the bench and bit his tongue as Carlson walked past him.
Yeah, been kind of a frustrating first half for Cruz inside. So it looks like Branson Smith will come in.
Harris has 2, the team has 2. And here is Cove Thompson at the free throw line. The first one's no good. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market True Value. With the freshest meat and produce you'll find only in Preston, but throughout the Cache Valley, it's Stokes Market on State Street here in Preston. Aiden Gonzalez comes off with his 4 points. As Thompson will shoot the second free throw here. And that one is good. So Thompson's got 3 points, 25-18. As they get it back to Beckstead, top of the key. Comes off to Smith just into the game. Back to Beckstead, back to Larson. Looks at another 3. Again, just a hair too long. Tapped a couple of times by Schumann, but they can't control it. And here come the black-clad Bobcats back up the floor. Seeley in the paint. Partially blocked. Good block there by Schumann.
Yeah, great D.
Quickly, here come the Indians again back up the floor. Schumann looking for somebody to give it to. As he tried to get it to Bryce, it was taken away. And then trying to go and get it, the Burley man falls down. That was Gillette. Back down low, right through the hands of Smith and out of bounds. So the pace picking up, but unfortunately getting a little sloppy.
Yeah, turnover both ways.
Yeah. 1:57 left. 25-18. Preston leads in the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. They hold it in the backcourt. They look over to the bench, but the coach, Michael Hill, is looking the other direction. Thompson. And a holding foul here against Schumann.
Schumann says, don't take me out, but he's going to come out with that second foul.
For Jake, that's going to be 2. 3 on the team with 1:45 left in the quarter, and Gillette will bring it in.
Schumann's done a great job on Gillette here in this first half. Only 3 points here so far for Gillette.
Gillette, top of the key, turns, gives it off, throws it outside to Rowe, tries to flip it up at the basket, but it was short and taken away by the Indians. Here they come 3-on-2. Larson down the middle, lay it off to Galloway, and he's fouled going up. Jake Seeley reached in and had him by the arm, kept him from going up.
Galloway, for a tall kid, 6'5", 6'6", can run that floor and get up and down quickly.
His second, team's third. And here is Parker Galloway at the free throw line. Galloway's got 7 points here in the first half. It's one of his better games already. As he makes it 8. I'd say so.
Yeah,
he had 2 in each of the first 2 games. He's got 8 already tonight.
Yeah, new career high first half here.
Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care that you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. Galloway's second, made them both. Better leave Galloway on the floor. He's the only guy making shots. 27-18, the lead's 9, and a traveling violation as Thompson took a little walk through the pea patch.
Yep, little hippity hop to start the drive. Larson's going to need help. Oh, he's got Bryce down there. Okay.
As they get it in, as they bring it into Case and Bryce. Bryce brings it up the floor. 1:10 to play here in the first half. Beckstead drives, goes around his man, gets down on the right block, can't turn to make a shot though, so they bring it back over to Larson at the left elbow, back to Bryce, throw it up, no good, tapped by Larson and in.
Great tap, I like that a lot.
Boy, it's nice to have good hops, isn't it?
Right.
29-18. Ball comes loose, picked up by Thompson. 44 seconds left in the quarter. 25 seconds left on the shot clock. Gillette, fall-away jumper, that's no good. Larson has the rebound. Here come the Indians, quickly up the floor. As it goes to Smith, gets the foul and the layup.
Branson Smith, another guy in off the bench, paying dividends here in the second quarter.
Funny, because it looked like he slipped before they fouled him, but he gathered himself and was able to go back up.
Burley crowd wanted to travel on that, but he was able to, like say, gather, powered up through.
Honestly, can't say I blame him for wanting the traveling violation, because it looked like he slid his both feet. 31-18. Here is Brandon Smith at the free throw line, or Branson Smith, I should say.
Yeah.
6'1" junior. Looking to complete the three-point play. Can't get it. Bryce with the rebound. That won't go down. As good jump there by Bryce, but couldn't get it to fall again. Good hands by Galloway. Knocks it out of bounds with 24 seconds left in the half. It's going to get Schreider back in. It's also going to get Jacoby Rowe back in for Burley. As they'll get it in. As it comes in to Lynch, wants to go baseline, gets cut off and throws it away.
So the Indians will get a chance to build on the lead here with 20 seconds left in the second quarter.
Shot clock is off, so they can work the clock for a last shot. Do you think a Tyler Jones team is going to take longer than 20 seconds for a shot?
I think they'll start to go about 7 or 8 seconds on the clock.
Galloway holds it. Beckstead with 7, with 6, goes to Bryce. Holding. Beckstead forces a three from the corner, no good. Rebound is off as the shot is blocked and goes out of bounds.
About ready to my melon.
Is that one whistling right between us? Good block out of bounds, but Preston will have the lead as we go to the halftime break. 31-18 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard as we reach halftime. Stay tuned. The Puppy Steps halftime report coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cash back for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
For 78 years, West Motor Company has stood by your family. While the generations have come and gone, our commitment to quality and service has never wavered. Our team is here to ensure you find the vehicle that keeps your loved ones safe on every journey. When trust matters most, choose West Motor Company, now proud to be part of the Mountain West Auto Group.
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Everyone wants a smile they can be proud of. A healthy smile can make your day brighter. At Canyon Creek Dental, Doctors Justin Carter, Thomas Hull, Heath Bateman, and Corby Dixon see patients of all ages and provide a full line of dental services, including fillings, wellness checks, braces, wisdom teeth, oral surgery, and cosmetic dentistry. Call us today to schedule an appointment in our Preston or Grace office. Canyon Creek Dental. We're here to give you a smile you can be proud of.
And welcome back. We're at halftime. Preston leading 31-18. This is the Puppy Steps halftime report. Puppy Steps Training, the ultimate board and training facility and experience for not only in Utah but also in Idaho as well. For more information, check out their website at puppystepstraining.com. Lyle, kind of really an up and down first half for the Indians. We joked that they couldn't get anything to fall, but yet they come back and score 20 points in the second quarter and lead 31-18 at the break.
Yeah, much better second quarter offensively. Although the first quarter wasn't bad, the shots just were not falling. They were getting the shots they wanted. But big second quarter, reminiscent of the other night against Mountain View, where it was a very close game in the first quarter. In the second quarter, the Indians blew that one open, scoring 23 the other night in the second quarter against Mountain View. So I'm not sure why the slower starts, but you come out with 31-18 at half, and feel like you're on a roll a little bit.
They're getting plenty of shots in the paint. They're just not going down. You think because they're getting those shots in close, you don't really need to change anything.
No, I mean, you have to think the law of averages starts to play in your favor, and those will start to go down. We saw the other night, Cruz Harris, for example, was super efficient, barely missed any shots, and he's been frustrated tonight within the paint. He just can't get one to go. So you got to think that'll even out and start to go for him.
31-18, Preston leads at the break. Check the stats from quote first half coming up right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
In today's world, you need a bank that moves as fast as you move. A bank where personal relationships are still the norm and where your life, your business, and your needs come first. That's what you'll find at Cache Valley Bank. With locations in southern Idaho and throughout Utah, Cache Valley Bank offers you the personalized service of a hometown bank with the resources and capacities of a large bank. Visit Cache Valley Bank today. Let us help you build the financial network you need. Cache Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When you're hungry for a delicious burger, roast beef sandwich, and an ice-cold soda, stop at Papa J's Deli in Clifton, Idaho. You'll get an amazing meal at an affordable price, and you'll enjoy great conversation. Papa J's is famous for the best beef jerky, but you'll also find a delicious menu, a friendly staff, great snacks, and good friends at Papa J's Deli. Stop in today to satisfy your hunger. Papa J's, 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
All right, stats from the first half brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call them at 208-852-2364. For the Bobcats in the first half, Cove Thompson had 3. Adrian Gonzalez had 4. Nash Gillette, 5 quick points early on that didn't score the rest of the half. And Jake Redder finished the first half with 6.
For the Preston Indians, Dan, overall team scoring, they went 11 for 23 on twos. So to get 23 two-point field goals up in a half is pretty remarkable, but they hit 11 of them. They go 2 for 11 on threes and 3 for 6 from the line. Individual scoring, Parker Galloway came off the bench to lead the Indians in scoring in half number 1 with 9 points there with Parker. He hit a 2, a 3, and a couple of free throws. We had Galloway had 2 twos. Cruz Harris with 7 points, including 3 field goals and a free throw. Trip Beckstead hit a 2 and a 3 for 5. Jake Schumann had 2. Reggie Larson had 6, all within the three-point line. Reggie didn't hit a 3 in that first half. Cason Bryce did not score in that first half, and Branson Smith came off the bench for a 2-point field goal to get 31 points in the half for the Indians.
So they lead at 31-18, second half, just about a minute and a half away. Quick break, back to the second half action right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, professional trainer and owner of Puppy Steps Training. I believe that life is more enjoyable with a well-trained dog. That's why my team and I have come together to give you the ultimate dog training experience through Puppy Steps Training. Our 8-week board and train program is specifically designed to give your puppy a head start on life. Along with access to our extensive training material, you will receive daily progress reports, weekly photo and video updates, and a hands-on training demonstration. Discover the ultimate dog training experience with Puppy Steps Training, the premier dog training facility in northern Utah, and proud supporter of Westside and Preston High School athletics.
When you think of outdoor adventure, you might think of snow machines, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, or even cutting wood or taking care of the lawn. No matter what your definition of outdoor adventure is, always remember Ultimate Power Sports. We carry brand names like Polaris, Can-Am, Yamaha, Skidoo, Stihl, and Toro. Offering sales and service, your fun really does begin at Ultimate Power Sports. With multiple in-store financing options, we can help you have outdoor adventures right now. Stop in today, Ultimate Power Sports in Logan and Preston.
One of the things that makes...
All right, we'll start the second half. Preston leads 31-18. Quarter number 3 brought to you by Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. They have all the parts you need to keep your car or truck running strong. Stop in and see them at 17 South State Street in Preston. Go shop where you'll be treated like a friend. So we're underway here in quarter number 3. Preston will have the ball to start the quarter. Starting 5 out there for the Indians as it comes to Larson. Larson wants to drive, a little stutter step at the free throw line, goes up left-handed, goes down, comes back out. And that's a tough way to start the half as they get it up in the front court to Thompson, does Burley. Give it back to Gonzalez, driving. Good block there by Beckstead, but it goes out of bounds. That little scoop underneath layup, and Beckstead saw it coming and just swatted at it and hit it out of bounds.
Yeah, Beckstead with size advantage, used his long arms.
So they'll bring it in, baseline front court. Holding, bring it away out deep as they get it into Gonzalez, who had 4 points in the first half, and they throw it away. Seeley's had his pass picked off. In the front court, it comes to Schumann. Down into the paint, can't get a shot, got to get rid of it. Get it back to Larson, 3 from the right corner. That's too long, and a foul underneath. If that's on Harris, it's 3.
No, it's on Burley. Let's see, 22.
Okay, so it is on, it'd be on Tegan Schreider. His first, team's first. So he shoved Harris. Ball stays with the Indians underneath their own basket. Just 38 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Larson pulls it back out, takes it back to the top of the key. Comes to Beckstead, free throw line extended right. Now down in the corner to Larson, back down the right block to Harris. Muscles his way down low and gets the layup.
Should have been a foul as well. Yeah, they could have called an and one there, but Harris, as you said, just muscles it up and in.
Three-pointer from the corner. That's a good shot. That's put in there by Cove Thompson. Thompson's now got 6 in the game. 33-21, the lead's 12. And again, they take it away. Try to get it to Thompson. Look out. Pass is too far out in front of him. And then he almost got ran over by Schumann. But the ball ends up out of bounds, and it'll come back to the Indians.
Indians little casual, little lackadaisical on that last offensive possession and end up with a turnover.
So a minute and a half gone here in the quarter. Here comes Bryce to get it back up in the front court. Larson pulls up, three-pointer. No good, boy. They're just not falling tonight. As they get it back on, nice save on the floor. Gets it to Beckstead, to Schumann. Schumann able to go up and get it. Now back to Bryce for three. Still no good.
Nope.
As the rebounds to Schreider as he comes darting through to get it. Ahead to Gonzalez in the corner. Thompson, three. No! Almost died up there on the rim, but it came down, and Bryce has the rebound. Here come the Indians, 3-on-2. Beckstead for a three. That one's good. Trent Beckstead has 8 in the game, 36-21. As down low, boy, it's short. As Seeley tried a little left-hand shot that came up as an air ball, taken out of midair by the Indians. Here comes Schumann all the way through a crowd, lay it in. Just kind of got lost rolling to the basket. 38-21 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. Thompson picks it up, drives down toward the left block, shoots over Harris. That's short as the rebound's off to Larson. Cruz just stuck his hand up like, go ahead, shoot over me, I dare you. As down low, Schumann is fouled.
Schumann had his man sealed. Good entry pass by Larson to find him.
Gillette's reaction says it was him, but it won't be. It'll be Jake Seeley. Seeley's got 4, so he's the only player really in foul trouble. He's going to come out as they'll get Jake Redder back in. Redder led the team in scoring in the first half with 6. So here's Schumann going to the free throw line as he'll shoot 2. Schumann with 4 so far on the night. Nope. Won't get it. Tonight's game brought to you by Ready Support Services. If you're interested in joining their team, visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready. Try the second one. That is good for Jake. Gives him 5, and it's 39-21 for the Indians. As here's Redder. Tries to drive the baseline, gives it off to Thompson. He also gets cut off as he tried the same look. Back out top as it comes to Schreider. Schreider back to Gillette. Redding now back to Thompson. Elevates for a 3 from straightaway. That's no good. There's Schumann up high to grab the rebound, and he turns it into an instant break as they're on the run. Give it to Harris, the trailer. As he gets cut off, now regroups himself, goes to the left side and lays it in. Harris in double digits as he's got 11, and once again, Burley wants a timeout. 41-21, Preston's biggest lead of the game is 20 on the Flying S Thailand Escrow scoreboard. 30-second timeout as, full timeout is what the officials are saying, as we'll take the full here as well. 4:38 left here in quarter number 3. Timeout of the floor. This word from the Preston Auto Parts CarQuest.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston. And tonight's game also brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan, now part of the Mountain West Auto Group. So Preston with a 20-point lead, 41-21. As they've beaten Burley 15 times in a row, and 20 have won of the last 22. And it doesn't look like it's quite going to go Burley's way, at least not through 2.5 quarters so far tonight. Back to Thompson. Thompson holds down in the corner, goes to Redder. Ritter swings it back out top. Gillette finally gets another shot, but misses it. Seems like he hasn't hardly shot since the first quarter. Get it down low. Larson reverse spinner up and in. Pretty break by the Indians.
Yep, 3-on-1. They get the layup to go.
Gonzalez goes back in the corner. That's a three-pointer there by Thompson. That's no good. And again, here come the Indians on the run. Harris instead will pull it up, try to get it to Beckstead, threw it away. Gillette all the way, tried to go for the dunk and missed it. And then Gillette coming back on the floor, ran into Larson and will draw the foul.
Yeah, he was up high enough to get the two-hand dunk, just didn't get it to go.
So Gillette misses the dunk. Each side has missed one tonight. Halftime score over at Westside tonight. Westside leading Marsh Valley 33-32 at the break. Here in Preston, 43-21. Preston leads by 22 on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. Larson, or I should say Schumann, gives it back to Beckstead. He drives high off the glass, lay it in. Tripton's got 10 as he reaches double digits, 45-21. As the shot outside from Gonzalez. Long rebounds able to be pulled in there by Thompson. Brings it back outside. Redder, three. That's no good. Batted around by the Indians. Here comes Preston again back the other way. It's Bryce for the dunk. His first 2 points of the game. As the ball's loose and a reach-in foul. As we get another look here at the dunk put up here by Bryce. As Preston can come on the run ahead as they get the slam dunk. Did he hang on the rim? They're giving a warning. I'm sure maybe they thought that Bryce hung on the rim after the bucket. Yeah, right. 47-21. Preston is leading by 26 now on the Flying S Tile and Escrow scoreboard. 3 minutes left here in quarter number 3. That comes to Thompson. Thompson wants to drive. Go through the paint, throw it up right-handed, no good, bounced in and out. Got bodies all over the place, but Schumann has it, and he'll come back the other way. As it comes to Beckstead. Tripp pulls up for a three. It's a little bit short. As the Bobcats sat and watched the rebound, and finally Galloway chased it into the corner. Backed out top to Larson. That's no good. As the rebound comes off, picked up there by Gonzalez. Gonzalez ahead to Pilling. Pilling, little scoop shot down the lane. That's no good. As Lynch and Schumann tie up for the ball. They'll call it a held ball, but it's going to stay with Burley in the front court. 2:27 left. Pilling will bring it in. Comes over. Thompson looks at another three. That's no good. Tapped. They'll go run back by Gonzalez. Back down low. Thompson down in the paint, and Schumann comes down on him.
Yeah, good fake there. Get Schumann up and draw the foul.
Foul's on the floor as Schumann will draw his third foul. Be a non-shooting foul. As again, Burley will have the ball out of bounds in the front court. Get it into Gonzalez out in the three-point land. Back to Redder. Back to Pilling. In the right corner it goes there. Back to Thompson. Back out top to Redder again. Redder comes on the free throw line, extended left as he comes back to Gonzalez. Back to Thompson. Crossover dribble. Has it taken away. Here comes Harris along with Schumann. Harris with the lob. Lay it in.
Good unselfish play between those two to get Cruz a nice basket.
49-21 Preston leads. They've got 18 points here in the quarter. They had 20 in the second quarter tonight. Gonzalez, he's going to be fouled.
Get a bump. Yep.
As Brenson Smith back into the game. Bumps Gonzalez to draw the foul. That's his first. That's 3 team fouls now on each side. And Gonzalez will go to the free throw line.
So after and he misses the first. After ending the quarter tied at 11, Indians have gone on a 38-10 run here against the Bobcats.
My goodness.
Putting the hammer down.
Gonzalez makes the second. Has 6 points in the game. Make it 49-22. Minute and a half left here in quarter number 3. Larson into the front court. He'll dribble it down into the right corner. Now get it down on the block to Harris. Cruz turns inside. Now instead will back up. Now wants to try drive forward again. Finds himself again in the crowd. And he's going to be held ball again, but it's going to stay with the Indians. Cruz had a little fall-away jumper he could have taken, but instead he wanted to go down in deep. And 4 black shirts just surrounded him and kept him from doing anything. Inside to Harris as he tried to do all in one motion, and the shot came up short, but he's able to grab his own rebound. Wants to drive, now reverse layup. That won't go down. Smith with the rebound, bounce it back outside. 4th chance on the possession here for the Indians. Larson puts it in.
Reggie Larson.
You get that many chances, eventually one's going to go down.
Yeah, the size really bothering Burley there. Indians able to grab several offensive boards on that possession alone.
Preston's kind of settled in here to a 2-3 zone defense. Redder gets it off to Gonzalez, turns, throws it high off the glass, no good. Good rebound there for Lynch, able to put it back up and in. Lynch with his first 2 points of the game. 51-24, 30 seconds left. About a 2-sec difference between the game clock and the shot clock, as Larson almost lost that into the backcourt.
Yeah.
Get it to Winder, or it's to Bryce rather. Now Larson looks at a 3, that one goes down.
Reggie Larson with a 3-point basket.
He turns and walks back to the other end, the look on his face like it's about time one went in.
I think that was the exact look.
As ball's lost out of bounds by Burley, comes back over to the Indians with a 30-point lead with 6 seconds left. 54-24.
So with 6.5 seconds, they should be able to get a decent look at a shot here.
Get it into Larson. Larson hurries to Bryce, lay it up, off balance, can't get it to go down, and get another look at it down low, but it will not go down as Preston will go to the 4th quarter leading by 30. 54-24 after 3 quarters tonight. As we'll take a timeout, we'll go to the 4th, sponsored by Papa J's. It's on the way next here on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
One of the things that makes Northern Title unique is the fact that we serve clients in 3 states, Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. Each state has different rules and regulations, and our experienced staff understands each unique rule, so we can facilitate closings in all 3 states. If you're buying a home in Star Valley and you want to close in Preston, it's no problem. The company logo is Good Deeds Done Daily. We are preparing Good Deeds daily, but it's more than that. We really are trying to serve the community in a good way. Northern Title, Good Deeds Done Daily. Visit us today.
Go Preston!
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, 4th quarter gets underway here. As trying to get the officials' attention, see if we're going to go running clock here or not. Preston leads by 30 to start the quarter. 54-24 as Burley has the ball to start the quarter. As Rowe, they work it all the way around, back to Gillette. And the high pass, try to get it back to Alvey, too high and goes out of bounds. So the 4th quarter brought to you by Papa J's. As remember last
now
time,
he's signaling the running clock.
Okay. As I say, next time you're in Clifton, stop by Papa J's and get some of that world-class jerky, or you can order it online at papaj's.com. As Preston's going to start unloading the bench here, too. As they get it back to Harris, wants to drive all the way, lay it up, still won't go down. As a foul on the rebound.
Cruz had intention to dunk that one.
The foul's going to go on Smith. That'll be his second. As Carter Perry comes in.
Let's see.
Branstead comes back in. Galloway's back in.
Yep.
Smith stays in. And so does Bryce. So we have 5 underclassmen on the floor.
Yep, 4 juniors and a sophomore in.
As Bryce hustles, or Smith rather, hustles for the ball, knocks it out of bounds. So we are on a running clock, 6:50 remaining here in the game. Preston leading 54-24. Looking for their 16th straight win over the Burley Bobcats. Goes down into the corner, driving is Rowe. Has it blocked, taken out of midair there by Galloway. As Parker will again walk it back up into the front court as he gives it back to Bryce. Kaysen will hold it. Crossover dribble on Thompson. Now he'll rise for 3. That's no good. As he shot from the free throw line extended on the right side. Quickly back up the floor, back to Gillette. He puts up a shot. That's no good. Again, rebound down low. Black shirts trying to hustle for the ball. It's taken away by Carter, and Carter rips it away from everybody and gets it off to Smith. Back up in the front court. Spin move. He slips and can't get the shot up.
He's kind of lost his footing there as he spun and comes up hobbling a little bit.
Yeah, I would too. So here comes a number 11 that we do not have. At least I don't.
Yeah. He's not the same number 11 from the JV game, so I'm not sure who that would be.
So we have an unknown guy here for Burley. 5.5 left. 54-24. Preston still up by 30. As the ball comes to Rowe at the right elbow. Tried to get it down low, threw it away. Picked up there by Beckstead. As Smith has it as he'll bring the dribble back up into the front court. Jones still up yelling instructions, even though his team was leading handily. He's got 5 underclassmen on the floor. Look out. As going down was Lynch. He took Beckstead down with him, and the entry pass went uncaught from the corner. There's that number 11 who takes a shot off the hands there of Alvey, able to chase it down back to Gillette, tries to drive the baseline, throws it away as they get it ahead. Look out. Here comes Bryce again. It's just a little layup this time. Makes it 56-24. And a whistle and a foul probably against Bryce. Bryce has 3. Team has 2 here in the quarter as we near the halfway point of quarter number 4. Here comes Rowe across the top of the key for about 13, able to put it in as his first points of the game. So Jacoby Rowe with his first points as Bryce has it in the backcourt. Rowe feeling his oats now, tries to step in front of Bryce, trying to take the ball away. Beckstead rises from 16, that's no good. As the rebound is off again, as Gillette has it, he brings it quickly back up in the front court, pulls up for a 3, no. As the rebound's off to Lynch in the paint, high off the glass, that doesn't go down. Galloway able to swat that one away as Smith has it for the Indians. They come quickly back the other way, layoff pass to Galloway for the dunk.
Nice little assist from Bryce to Galloway, second dunk of the game for Parker.
Galloway's got 11. That's a career high in his varsity uniform here at Preston. As that's off the rim, that's no good. Again, Lynch grabs the rebound, put back up and in. Lynch has 4, and it's 58-26. On the Flying S Title and Escrow scoreboard, the lead is still 30. I guess I missed one. They got 28 on the board, so we'll adjust ours here as well. 58-28. Lynch called for the foul. Jacob Redder ready to come back in. Now here's Trip Beckstead back to the free throw line here for the Indians. As he makes the first one, gives him 11 on the night.
Trip, nice looking smooth stroke there from the line. Oh, missed the second one.
Missed the second one, and Carter Perry had it go off his hands and out of bounds. So 59-28. 2.5 left in the game. Here come the Bobcats again, back up into the front, driving all the way, lay it off. That goes off the hands of Lynch. He's able to chase it down though in the left corner. Back outside, and his shot blocked by Galloway. Watch this one. Good night.
Well, let's update that to 3 dunks in the game for Parker Galloway.
Parker Galloway now with another dunk. Take a look at it again here, Lyle, as Parker goes up and puts it away.
It started with a great defensive play to tip it, then he's all alone. Easy money and a big two-hand flush with cocking it behind his head first.
Preston has it back up in the front court, back to Galloway, tries to drive the baseline, kicks it over in the corner. Now it comes back out to Beckstead. Perry, back to Galloway. Here, Rise for a 3, in and out. That's the theme of the night. Those threes just not falling for the Indians. As ahead it comes to Redder, back up in the front court. He'll elevate for a 3. That's no good. As it's back down, handled there. They go back up. No. Rebound down low. No. As Alvey can't get it to go down. Preston has it again with 1:15 to play.
It's amazing how fast the quarter goes without running clock.
Beckstead, free throw line extended left. Back out top to Smith. Give it back to Bryce. Bounce it down low to Smith. Triple teamed, able to get the ball loose. Gets his man up in the air and able to put it in. Lynch jumped at the fake, and Bronson Smith able to put it in. He's got 4, 63-28. 47 seconds left as the ball saved on the floor here by the Bobcats. Shot no good. Beckstead has another rebound there for the Indians to give it back to Smith. They have to shoot it one more time. 34 seconds left in the game, 25 on the shot clock. So Preston can run it all the way down, take the violation and give it back to him with about 5 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, that's probably what they'll do. They're just holding.
Beckstead just stands out near the timeline. Give it off to Bryce. 7 seconds on the shot clock, now 6. Give it back to Smith. He'll hold it with 2, with 1. There's the shot clock violation with 6 seconds left. And, of course, the clock will continue to run, and Burley won't hardly get to get the ball in bounds before the time runs out. So that'll do it. Preston with an impressive game tonight as they get up into the 60s for their second time in 3 games as they beat Burley. Final score 63-28. We invite you to stay tuned. The post-game show comes up next here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. Tonight's game was brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. Rocky Mountain Power, WattSmartHomes.com, offering rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. Ready Support Services, we are ready. West Motor Company, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Franklin County Medical Center for the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value with the finest meat and produce in Preston. S&T Electric, it's what we do. Flying S Escrow and Title, land title protectors since 1905. Ultimate Power Sports, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at Ultimate Power Sports in Preston. Elisa Benson of North Realty, Idaho and North Realty, Utah. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Cache Valley Bank, serving Utah and southern Idaho with 21 locations. Yardmaster, keeping lawns healthy throughout the Cache Valley. Puppy Steps Training, northern Utah and southern Idaho's premier board and training facility since 2011. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, your local agents right here in Preston. Canyon Creek Dental, with 2 area locations to serve you. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, stop in downtown Preston where you will be treated like a friend. Papa J's, making world-class jerky locally right here in Clifton. Ralph's Construction, building custom homes throughout the region. Now stay tuned, the Ralph's Construction postgame show is coming right up. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
Purchasing land or a new home is one of life's major milestones. It says you're committed to a better life, to building something worthwhile. Since 1905, Flying S has been land title protectors, ensuring you have clear ownership rights to your home and your land. By blending personalized hometown customer service with sophisticated, cutting-edge technology, we meet each customer's real estate transaction needs. When you need a title company, choose the one that's been serving customers for over 119 years. Flying S Title and Escrow, 28 West Oneida, Preston.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
It's time for the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap the just completed game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at what's ahead for the Preston teams. The postgame show is brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building quality designer homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. For more information, call 435-232-1837. Well, the Preston Indians run their record to 3-0 as they pick up a fairly lopsided victory tonight over Burley, winning it by the final score of 63-28, the victory here tonight in what has really become a really lopsided meeting schedule between the two teams, as Preston has now won 16 in a row against Burley.
Yeah, the Bobcats came out strong tonight. They jumped on top of the Indians. Coach Jones called the timeout to kind of calm things down, and the Indians kind of righted the ship a little bit, although it was tied coming out of quarter number one. Then the Indians' superior length and athletic ability manifested itself, and the Indians started to pour on the gas there. But yeah, Burley, I think this drops them 0-3 on the season.
It does,
and they're still a young team. They start 4 underclassmen, and so. They're still building their program up over there in Burley.
But for the Indians, though, now the test comes next week. Yeah, you're 3-0. You won 3 games on your home floor, 3 games you're supposed to win. Now you've got to go to Minico. You've got to play the 6A school in Highland next week, and you're back home here a week from tonight. But never an easy game with Blackfoot coming to town.
Yeah, much different creatures. You say playing at home is you're comfortable. You're sleeping in your own bed and shooting on your own familiar rims. But big test next week. I think Highland's going to be pretty good this year. Mm-hmm. Minico's always tough on the road. And as you say, Blackfoot, we've had a lot of battles with the Blackfoot Broncos over the last few years, and a lot of really closely contested games with them. So that'll be an interesting week to see how we come out next week.
Yeah, so they wrap up 3 games this week. They got 3 next week, and then the tournament after that. By the time they get done with 2 weeks from tonight, they would have played 9 games and almost half their schedule.
Yeah, which is hard to believe because it feels like I've barely done my Christmas shopping, but that's the way it goes. And of course, again, with the 3-team district, there's not a big district schedule. Most of the schedule is non-conference or non-district.
Right.
And so, you pick up games wherever you can for Preston, Century, and Pocatello.
So the Indians are now 3-0. Burley drops to 0-3. 63-28 the final. We'll come back, look at the numbers right after this on the My Local Radio Sports Network.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
In a world that's full of unknowns, you don't have to worry about whether or not your insurance has got you covered when life throws you a curveball. If your coverage is with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston, offering policies from auto to home, farm and ranch to crop insurance, and business to life insurance. The Smith Insurance Agency does it all. No matter what challenges life brings, you're not alone. Make sure you've got the right coverage in the right areas of your life. Schedule a free insurance review today with Farm Bureau, the Smith Insurance Agency in Preston.
Make the best deal you can. When it's time to buy or sell commercial or residential real estate, it's important to have Elisa Benson on your team. She is helpful, knowledgeable, honest, friendly, hardworking, and results-oriented. As a graduate of Preston High School, Elisa understands the real estate markets in Idaho and Utah. Call Elisa Benson today, North Realty Idaho and North Realty Utah. Elisa Benson, your proactive, trusted advisor.
Hi, I am Dr. Chelsea Morrison, the Primary Care Medical Director at Franklin County Medical Center. I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things you should do each year is see your doctor. A yearly checkup is a small way to prevent large health problems from happening. It is also an opportunity to get support for you and your family's health goals. Everyone, young or old, should have an annual wellness check, and chances are your insurance plan will cover it. Call to schedule your annual wellness checkup today.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
All right, welcome back here at the Rouse Construction post-game show. Rouse Construction building fine custom homes throughout the area. Call for more information at 435-232-1837. Time to take a look at the final stats brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to you to chance. Call them at 208-852-2364. First for the Bobcats. As they come up short tonight, it was Jacob Rowe finished the game with 2. Cove Thompson, he had a total of 6 in the game. Adrian Gonzalez had 4. It was 6 points for Nash Gillette, 6 points for Jake Redder, and a total of 4 points in the game for Sager Lynch for a total of 28.
For the Preston Indians, Dan, they finished with 63 total. And we'll start with the overall team scoring first. The Indians go 22 for 42 on twos. And I don't remember off the top of my head a time when the Indians have ever taken 42 two-point field goals in a game. That's a really high number. They go 22 for 42 on twos. Only hit 4 out of 23, so not a great shooting performance from behind the line. 4 for 20 and 5 for 11 from the free throw line. Again, you'd like to see that percentage up around 70-80%.
Right.
With the Indians' individual scoring, 3 guys tied for game-high honors with 13. Cruz Harris had 13. He got there on going 6 for 14 from the field and 1 for 4 from the line. Trip Beckstead had 11, and he went 2 for 3, 2 for 5 from behind the arc, and 1 for 2 on free throws. Parker Galloway, career high for the junior off the bench. He gets 13, including 3 dunks. He goes 4 for 5. 1 for 2 on threes and 2 for 2 from the line. Jake Schumann had 5. He went 2 for 5 and 1 for 2 from the line. Reggie Larson, the other high point man, with 13. He goes 5 for 8 on twos and 1 for 9 for threes. He did not attempt a free throw tonight. Cason Bryce, only 2 points tonight. He went 1 for 5 on twos. The one that went down being a nice dunk, he goes 0 for 4 on threes for those 2 points. And Branson Smith off the bench, 4 points for Branson, 2 for 2. And 0 for 1 from the line, so the Indians get 17 off the bench tonight, which definitely helps the old point total.
That's right. So they beat Burley. They go to 3-0. And as we mentioned a moment ago, they head out on the road for the first time. Minico, they're down a little bit. But, again, Minico's not always been a difficult place to go play.
Yep, always has been.
Highland's a big 6A school. And Blackfoot back here a week from tonight. Those are three tough matchups coming up on the next week for the Indians.
Yeah, and I saw on the internet a Highland kid had 9 threes in a game the other day.
Wow.
And so there's at least one kid that can shoot on the Highland Rams this year. And as you say, they're a bigger school and traditionally good in athletics in almost every sport.
We will say this. Anybody who was going to plan on traveling to Pocatello to come to the game, the games have been moved back to Highland, and they're playing in the old small gym at Highland High School until they figure out how they're going to get their new gym replaced. But so it is small inside the old gym. So if you're going to go, come early, or otherwise you might have a hard time getting a seat.
Yeah, great to note, and I'm sure a lot of our fans will want to travel. We traditionally see a lot of our Preston people when we play Highland, Pocatello Century there. We get a good turnout from our fans.
Nobody's come out of the locker room yet. Let's take our last break, see if Coach Jones comes out. We'll do that right now here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. If you're looking for someplace new as you head into your golden years, look into the tradition of quality designer homes built by Ralph's Construction in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Working in Phase 3 now, with Phase 4 starting soon, these homes can be built to a floor plan that you desire, or Ralph's Construction has other options that you're sure to fall in love with. Call today for more information, 435-232-1837. Now is the time to plan for the finest home of your lifetime. Ralph's Construction, 435-232-1837.
You understand the importance of maintenance for your car, like a yearly tune-up. So it makes sense to give your body an annual health tune-up too, by scheduling a yearly wellness visit at Franklin County Medical Center in Preston. Our physicians help with preventative care and can spot health issues before they become serious. And there's a good chance your health insurance will cover the cost. Why wait? Schedule your family's wellness visits today.
It's always nice to know who you're working with, especially when it comes to legal documents, loans, and title insurance tied to your home. Company-wide, Northern Title has been providing exceptional title work since 1977. In the Preston office, you work with Jan Stone, Monique Bear, Melanie Olson, Cassidy Loya, Afton Jones, and Charlie Bear. Let us answer any questions you have about title work, title insurance, and closings. We look forward to serving all of your title needs. Northern Title in Preston, Idaho. Good deeds done daily. Contact us today.
Go Preston!
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
All right, the Indians win it here tonight. 35-point win as they win at 63-28. Lyle, final thoughts from you.
Well, yeah, less than ideal. Quarter number one for the Indians. They come out tied 11-11, and then they hold the Bobcats the rest of the way to just 17 points through the final three quarters. Yeah, much better defensive performance there in those quarters, and then they're able to start hitting some shots and continuing to press their advantage inside. So great job for the Indians after a little bit of a casual start that the coach may talk to them about in terms of getting off strong right off the tip. But good job overall. And then as we said, you put this week away now because you have three more next week you got to get ready for. You can't really dwell on this one.
And next week gets started with our game Tuesday night as the Indians will travel to Minico to take on the Spartans. And Lyle, we will see you in a couple of weeks. I know you will not be here next weekend.
Yep, unfortunately.
Very good. We'll see you when you do get back, and have a safe trip wherever you might be headed. So our next game, as we mentioned, comes up Tuesday night as the Indians go to Minico and take on the Spartans. The pregame show starts right around 7 o'clock with the opening tip set for 7:30. That wraps up our coverage for tonight. The executive producer of KCH Radio Sports is Val Cook. The associate producer is Jace Andrews. Our studio coordinator tonight has been John Beverly. And our stage manager here at Preston Gym has been Don Hubbard. So thanks for listening. We'll talk to you on Tuesdays. We'll head to Minico for the first of 3 games next week, and we'll talk to you then. Until then, for Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. From here at Preston, have a very pleasant good night. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.